In this video, we will be simplifying, we will be oversimplifying three famous movie covers. Those covers are Jaws, Silence of the Lambs, and E.T. So let's get into it. The first cover we're going to redesign is going to be Jaws. Jaws is a movie about a shark. I've actually never seen Jaws before, but we all know the cover. Shark, person swimming, red letters. It's a thriller or horror or whatever it's supposed to be. So we're gonna simplify this today, and we're just gonna make it like a lot more minimalist. And yeah, so let's see how this goes. I'm going to start out by taking all the text that I need to put on there, including the title and the different actors, and that it's a Spielberg film. I know I spelled his name wrong. It is what it is. So let's just get all that title information on there first, and then we will move forward to the next part of the process. So I'm just kind of making sure they're all centered and the same size. Now I'm going to pick a new text for Jaws. I think I picked like Impact or whatever. Just like a basic like font. I don't really feel the need to design in any particular way, so let's just match the color and go forward. I did make it smaller because like the old cover. So next I'm going to basically water and a shark. Like, I don't know, the iconic idea of like a shark fin is always in the water. So I kind of did that idea. I couldn't really think of anything else. So that's kind of where we landed on this particular cover. And now you just kind of, so let's compare it with the other cover. Honestly, like, I mean, I think it looks fine. It's not great. It's not recreating the wheel. It's nothing special. It's literally like a cover. Um, I, it was simplified. The next one is going to be Silence of the Lambs. I have seen this movie before. I saw it a long time ago. I think it was a really long movie, and I don't really like long movies. At any rate, all I can think of is like Clarice. Like that's all I can think of. It's like the whole movie. If that's not the same movie, then I'm wrong. And then the like, what is it? The it rubs the lotion on that skin so we can like take the body and like whatever like that kind of thing. And we're going to simplify this cover as well. So let's get into it. So I'm going to start with, again, I'm going to get the text together and like put all the text on the new cover, onto the hymns. I decided to keep it like the old cover and put them all in the same line, so I stuck that all together and I put that smaller and made it like on top of the lamps. Now the design part, my first thought was do a gradient. Like I like the idea of a gradient. I'm trying to make this gradient work and it never works, but I'm trying to make it work. So let's do a gradient. Let's make the color of the words red like the original cover. I kind of like the red standing out with the blue or the dark color. So I moved it up to see if I can like put the I already found a picture of the moth and I'm gonna put the moth in here now, but I'm kind of making the setup for it. I moved the text up. I have my gradient and now I'm gonna add my moth into the picture. Yeah, I'm gonna add the moth into the picture. Here's the moth, and I'm going to just cut it out and stick it on here, make it smaller, and put it on the center. at the bottom center. Now, this is what I had in my head as the idea, but honestly, I didn't like it when I saw it in person. I was like, this is like too simple and doesn't really keep the heart of the idea of the book cover, or the movie cover, so I didn't like it. So now I'm gonna do something to change it up. I'm gonna remove the gradient, move the moth up, move the title back at the bottom because I don't know, that's just what we did today. I'm just adjusting things. Make the text black again, and I mean black for now. It's gonna change again. We're not done yet. Um, yeah, I decided to try to do instead of the gradient, do like a minimalistic idea of the like hard black on the side there. So I took a box, a square, whatever. I stretched it. I put it kind of in the same location as the original, and I made sure that all the text was inside of it, or all the text was like the background. Yeah, so you see me doing that there. And yeah, so now I have the moth there, and like the thing is, like, I like this a lot better, but I'm still not really happy with it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add a new moth. I went back to deposit photos, got a new moth, and stuck her in here. And I think this looks a lot better. So let me just like center this moth, make sure it's like kind of perfect, and then go from there. I like it like so much more this way. And I think I just touch up. Yeah, no, yeah. hmm And we're good. So to compare these two together, um, I like this one a lot more than the first cover that I did. I don't know, they're kind of weird when you're doing like simplistic versions of the covers. It's like really simple, but I like the essence of this one better. I think that I could have gone back and and I could do this, but I'm not going to, but I could like make the white not actually white, make it kind of like a light gray like it is in the first one. And then yeah, but like otherwise I actually quite like it. The next cover we're going to do is ET. And like I hate to say this, guys, but like I haven't really seen ET. Like I think I've seen it. I'm not 100% sure. It didn't stick with me, I suppose you'd say. I do remember riding the ET ride on Universal Studios when I was a kid. It was a very long time ago. And now let's get into the designed new cover for this book. Again, we're going to start with getting all the text. Um, let's pick a text for ET. I wanted something a little bit more rustic or like kind of like handwritten looking. So I found one of those at the bottom somewhere. Like I looked through a ton of fonts, and I need to start saving the fonts that I like, but that's not the point. Um, there we go. So I like that kind of brush stroke kind of font, and then I make the same thing for the font, like the smaller text, and also I do the same thing for Steven Spielberg when I put it in. Anyway, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to like put the trees in. I'm basically just gonna copy this cover, but I'm gonna make it simpler. That's kind of the point of the challenge, right? So I'm gonna put the trees in as, minimalist triangle trees. I think they're beautiful. Look at them. They're so festive, so unique, so demure, whatever. I'm kind of making them wider a little bit here so they can like really keep the essence of how the original looks. I feel like I should have probably made the title smaller, but we'll let it rock. Anyway, so I got my three. There we go. Got my last tree in here. And now we're gonna move on to the next part of the cover, which is like the moon, which is the last part of the cover, which doesn't look like a moon at all. Is that a moon? I don't know, but it's supposed to be a moon, I think. Or the planet ET comes from. I don't freaking know what's supposed to be, but I'm turning it into the moon, and I'm gonna make it kind of blue, to go with what it's supposed to be like. I feel like that color is much more like, I don't know what that color is, but it's very vibrant on the original cover. I didn't want to copy colors because I feel like that's kind of cheating, so I didn't do that. But what I did want to do is try to put some kind of symbol that represents the iconic bike kid going to the moon or whatever. So I just did a star, because I'm not gonna draw a bike kid for this cover. Like it wasn't happening. Um, So I just put a star on there to like kind of symbolize them going home or like home or whatever you want to call it. And then I also decided that I kind of wanted to try to put in a gradient inside the moon like it is for the first one. Um, and I will like say right now that my Photoshop skills are not that great. Like it's been a while since I've been in Photoshop with any real talent. So like, just don't hold me. Don't hold me. So here I'm making it a smart object, and then I'm going to put it back inside the thing. If you guys know how to move that thing down, please let me know because I couldn't remember. But yeah, so we're done. And as far as this cover is concerned, I think that um it really holds the essence of the original. I kind of wish I'd made the moon bigger, maybe. I don't know. Like I have like my mixed feelings about it. I think it looks okay. It looks okay, but it's not like perfect. And maybe I could have put the text in there and moved the moon down or something. But we're not really, you know, we're not going for perfect. We're going for fun and happy and like exciting. So I think it looks good. If you guys want to see more content like this, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you have time, watch another video like the one right here.